Well, hey, welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look at a couple of things that are going on. Obviously, I was focusing on shorting here in the market today, but let's talk about the bigger picture, and then we can drill back down to the intraday. So as we look at the bigger picture, the weekly chart, we've talked relentlessly about the resistance that's up above us. We end up then having multiple distribution bars above us here as well. And so then we said we're going to be basically playing that range back and forth here, and then we were watching to see if we can actually break down through this key support. So we mentioned that in some of the recent videos. Over here, it's a little bit harder to see, but you'll notice that right up in this area, we have multiple layers of support coming in right at this area as well. That being said, overall, things, whether it's a weekly chart on the SPY, a daily chart on the SPY, being under pressure here, or the hourly chart on the SPY, you can see the clear downtrend. The focus I want to be involved with is all the sell side indicators to boot with it, right? I clearly want to focus on the short side trading. So that's the background. That's the premise here, right? I got multi-time frame, movements on top of me. So then as we take a look here at the intraday basis here, just taking a look at a really great powerful tool such as the TRP tool of mind, which is one of those tools that from my perspective is available for all traders, day traders, swing traders, multiple time frames, and pretty much everybody regardless of you're in the markets, whether you're a newer trader or a long term power player. And so from that perspective, you can take a look. We were firing off sell signals on the smaller time frames, and so you see we originally got stuck at target 1, then we got to the midpoint. Well, as it pulled back, it came into falling resistance and rolled right back down. And you recall, blue dots in a downtrend are fresh re-entries sell. Well, look at that. Wasn't that gorgeous? How many times then it fired right back off to the downside? Then it broke through this area right here. When that happens, that's where you can get runaways, right? So this is the TRP tool, and the TRP tool, that's a key thing we like to look for, runaways, and then target 1, midpoint, and target 2. And if we break target 2, we look for runaways. So, and then re-entry opportunities as we're coming down here below these blue dots in a downtrend, or fresh re-entries on red dots in the downtrend. And you'll see over and over the market kept giving those opportunities here over and over, breaking down below those levels, and great stuff. And a lot of them were bouncing right off of target 1, as you can see here as well. So great stuff. Now then you can combine that. If you have like the champion trend pack inside of wealth charts, you can see the countless other things firing off, right? Because now you take the power of these two tools together, you got wealth signal, which we usually look for firing off near the beginning of a trend. And at the same time, we had what's called the breakout forecaster. That means after a pullback, we expect a lower low. And then like here, you'll notice that it made more breakout forecasts, which means after a pullback, we expect a lower low. Then right over here, it did the same thing again. It had the breakout forecast, means after a pullback, we're expecting a lower low. And by the way, it did it one more time over here, breakout forecaster. So what's nice is you can see this, how these get to target 1, you can trail your trade, then you could be out of the trade from my perspective, let it roll back up, come back down, fire off fresh sell signals, and take it right back down to the targets again. And if it's giving you information that we're looking for lower lows, then we can either play those as they're going down, just like you could see happen here. So when we put all that together, hopefully now as we're looking at the multiple time frames, you can see weekly, daily, hourly, or sell, right on down to the 1 minute chart here, where sells and giving re-entry and re-entry and re-entry signal opportunities. That's why I was focusing on those so much, okay? And that's what I did with my live trading here a little bit ago. I shorted. So with that being said, as we go into what's left of today's session here, got about 58 minutes left on the cash session. Watching again these key levels right there on the weekly, key levels here on the daily. So really this 390 to 394 band as a major support on multiple time frames, and looking to see if we can break down below that. That could get exciting for further shorting. Otherwise, we'll look to see if it starts to push back up above these key falling resistances on the hourly and the daily charts. But I'm not going to be too keen initially here to take alongside trades. I like for that to come back up and start giving me some support underneath, just like I had the resistance in my favor here on the the hourly, the daily, all that resistance there, and then room to grow back down to the support on the weekly. So in the meantime, just keep looking for these wonderful entry and re-entry opportunities, whether it's the TRP by itself, or if you're lucky enough to have wealth charts, then have wealth charts and all the the additional information it gives you, along with the power of the TRP, so you can really put some dynamos together. So great stuff. You guys have a wonderful rest of your trading session here. Look forward to going and seeing you in upcoming videos. Have a great rest of your evening, gang. Take care. Bye bye.